This is the web series for the love of BIM, promoting Barbados, everything Bajan Canadian and everything Canadian Bajan.
54 years of independence, for the love of BIM, for the love of BIM.
Welcome to another episode in the web series For the Love of BIM. I am your host, Consul General Sonia Marvel Carter, and we are counting down the days to Barbados' 54th anniversary of independence, all of the celebrations. But just in case you forgot what the celebrations are, let me remind you. There is the BCA's Independence Gala, which comes off tonight, Saturday, November 21st. I hope you've made your donations to support the charities and you've gotten your link to participate in this virtual event. I am psyched and I cannot wait. Oh, and make sure you have a glass of something ready. We will be raising a toast to Barbados very early in the gala. Then there is the flag raising in Brampton. I'm waiting to hear about that. I'm not sure what's happening with that. But the flag raising, which we usually have here in Toronto, that has been cancelled because Toronto will again be on a COVID-19 lockdown from Monday the 23rd. So look out for the video, which will be posted online to commemorate the occasion. And if you pass by City Hall downtown on Monday, November 30th, or you pass by the Barbados Consulate on Shepherd or Brampton City Hall, you will see the Barbados flag flying high. In this COVID time, we will have to settle for that. Then the Calgary Association is having a virtual independence event on Friday, November 27th. And that brings us to the virtual We Still Gathering Global Diasporic Independence event on November 28th, along with a virtual event hosted by the Winnipeg Association. And to finish off our celebrations, we will be participating in an evening of praise, worship, fellowship, when we attend the virtual Independence Church service on Sunday, November 29th. Now, the debate which surfaces annually around Independence Time with Bajans continues. Yes, the debate as to whether or not people like conkies with raisins or without raisins. But apparently, some people have been taking conky making to a new level and have introduced cherries and chocolate chips to the traditional Bajan independence delicacy. Apparently, that was too much for one particular Bajan lad who took to social media to vent. Have a look at this clip, which I found on social media.
What's going on, everybody? I just want to address a serious matter for a minute, right? Now, I can understand if you don't want raisins in your conkies. Plain conkies, I can live with that. But what we can't accept, right, is this here soul up. You see cherries in a conky? We ain't playing that. You see chocolate chips in a conky? We ain't playing that either. This is what you do when somebody give you a conky with cherries in it or chocolate chips. This is what you do, right? Hashtag Team Raisins. Hashtag Raisins or nothing.
If you disagree, come from wrong me. You see Independence Time, please. Put some raisins in my conky. If you love BIM, take your hand and chuck it up. You got the flag, take your flag and put it up. Chuck it up, chuck it up, chuck it up, take your hand and chuck it up.
I would say a little humor is always good, but there are some people who do not take this thing for a joke. They take this conky thing very seriously. So I know they would be offended by me even laughing. But let's move on. And it's time for two of our submissions on what does independence mean to you?
Good morning. My name is Ferdinand Gill, retired Foreign Service Officer. The question is, what does independence mean to me? Independence is a time for reflection. I often reflect on the struggles that Barbados endured as a small nation while seeking self-determination. I also reflect on the strides which we as an independent nation have made both regionally and internationally. Our impact was recognized by former Secretary General of the United Nations, Honorable Kofi Annan, who once said that for a small country, Barbados punches way above its weight. True testimony to the conduct of our affairs in the international arena. Independence is also a time when I recall how, as a Boy Scout, the pride I felt on that historic night, November 30th, 1966, at the Garrison Savannah, when the Union Jack was lowered for the last time, and the Barbados flag bearing the colours ultramarine and gold, with the broken trident in the centre, were hoisted for the first time, followed by the singing of the Barbados national anthem, which to this day still gives me goose pimples when it is sung or played by the Royal Barbados Police Force Band. That night the skies broke and flooded the garrison. Still not a single person moved. In Barbadian parlance, we call them showers of blessing. And as a former consular officer, I look forward to our annual independence celebrations, commencing with the church service and the flag raising ceremonies. And since my experience in 1966, I have always associated showers of blessing before independence. I want to wish all Barbadians at home and abroad a blessed, happy and safe 54th anniversary of independence. May God continue to bless our nation.
Good evening. My name is Cheryl and I'm representing Friends of Barbados. We are here live in Edmonton, Alberta. And I just like to say what independence means to me. Well, as you guys can see, there's nothing holding you back. When the time comes, Bajans celebrate, no matter what the conditions are, no matter where we are, because we know one thing. What do you think about that, Shay? I'm going to bring my sister in, and she can tell you exactly how we feel about being a Bajan in Edmonton. Hello, everybody. Shayla. How you guys doing today? As you see, we're repping Barbados no matter the weather, the culture. We're West Indian. Yeah. Happy 54th Independence Barbados. 54th Independence Barbados. We love you.
Wow. Y'all saw all that snow in Edmonton? And they're expecting snow here in Toronto on Sunday, tomorrow? No, just looking at that, it's scary. But thank you very much, Ferdinand, and thank you, Cheryl, for your submissions. And now permit me to introduce our feature guest for this episode of Fuhdeloveuhbim, and that is Canadian-Bajan Ebony Rowe. I will let Ebony tell you her story and all about HoneyJam.
Hi, I'm Ebony Rowe, founder and director of HoneyJam Barbados and HoneyJam Canada. My connection to Barbados is that both of my parents are from there. My mother, Joan, from Waverley Cott, and my father, Owen, from Ellerton, St. George. My dad actually was a diplomat, and he represented Barbados as High Commissioner to Canada, so we lived in Ottawa for a few years. My mother was a teacher, and she later became a dental assistant and spent many years working for different Barbadian-Canadian associations to help to promote and support Barbados. I have many warm and fond memories of vacationing in Barbados as a child from since I was a baby, going to the beach with my parents, going to visit my grandmother's shop in St. George, and being rolled around in a coconut cart. So Barbados has always had a great place in my heart. Later on, we wound up moving there and went to school there for a few years, starting off with Merivale with the legendary Mrs. Carrington, and later going to Queen's College. HoneyJam Canada started 25 years ago and 10 years ago in Barbados. It's a nonprofit program for young female artists in all genres of music. We provide mentoring, educational, performance, and networking opportunities, all culminating with an amazing showcase of live music. We organize impactful experiences for the artists, such as songwriting camps, vocal and performance coaching, industry workshops, mentor cafes where the artists get to connect one-on-one with reps from various professions in the music industry. They can get tickets to major artist concerts, opportunities to attend conferences, and various music industry events. We've also had special prizes like winning Yamaha equipment, the opportunity for a Canadian artist to perform in Barbados, and for a Barbadian artist to get to perform in Canada. We even were able to send an artist to Los Angeles to attend the Grammys. That was amazing. One of the really popular things that we're able to do is give artists the opportunity to learn from other artists who have succeeded in their careers. So major artists such as Jessie Reyez, Marsha Ambrosius, who's written songs for Michael Jackson, LaToya Luckett, one of the original members of Destiny's Child, Elle Varner, Angela Hunt, Chantel Lane, Erykah Badu, Vita Chambers, Livy Frank, Estelle, Janelle Monáe, our soca queen Allison Hines, Beyonce's publicist Yvette Noel Schure, and more. It's a welcoming, supportive sisterhood and a safe space for young women to be vulnerable, to learn, to build self-esteem and long-lasting relationships. And because it's not a competition, the artists bond immediately and offer one another support and friendship. They collaborate on songs, they go to each other's shows, they encourage each other. It's so beautiful to witness this. And many of them also return to the program to volunteer, to speak at panels, and to act as mentors. Some of the familiar names who you may know from Canada are Grammy Award winners Nelly Furtado and Melanie Fiona, and Juno Award winner Julie Black. Some of our Canadian alums who have branched outside of music, such as Stella Maggie, she's now a Hollywood feature film director who was tapped to direct the official Whitney Houston biopic, where she'll be working with Clive Davis. Another one of our Canadian alums, Jordan Alexander, she branched out into acting, and she was just announced as one of the leads in the reboot of the TV series Gossip Girl. Some of the Barbadian artists who've graced the HoneyJam stage that you might recognize include Nikita, the orange-haired songbird, Mahalia, Betty Payne, Chian, Faith Callender, Rhea Lane, Debbie Reefer, Larix, Lee Phillips, and many more. Speaking of Lee, she's been able to experience both the Barbados and Canadian programs.
My name is Lee Phillips, and I am a singer-songwriter from Barbados. I entered the music industry in 2015 through the HoneyJam Barbados program. I'd recently moved back from Toronto, and I did the audition for HoneyJam Barbados, and honestly, the rest is history. HoneyJam Barbados gave me the opportunity to enter the industry, to meet people, to network, to do amazing workshops where we got to sit under some talented local and regional people. Through HoneyJam, I have been able to listen to the words of Allison Hines, David Curtin, and Marve locally, and we've been given the opportunity to speak to international artists one-on-one, such as Elle Varner, Angela Hunt, and we even met Beyonce's publicist, Yvette Noel Schure. Things that you wouldn't think you'd ever be able to do on this island, we've done, and so quickly as well. So early in my career, I've been able to do through HoneyJam.
Don't let them deceive you. Don't believe them when they try to turn you cold. There will be pain, heavy rain. I promise you go on. Close your eyes, put her aside. Stay open to love. Stay open to love. Keep smiling with the sunrise. Yeah. Keep smiling with the sunrise. Keep on.
In 2019, I was also the first alum to cross over to the HoneyJam Canada program. There were just so many amazing opportunities just packed into like this 3 weeks. These 3 weeks of just going nonstop and just being in a space where I was doing what I love consistently. And I want to say thank you to HoneyJam for continuously finding ways to support all of us. This is a passion. And you can tell that anytime you talk to Ebony as well.
It's a mission and it's a vision. It's about setting a new standard. It's about respecting your audience and starting on time. It's about truth in advertising. It's about moving forward. You know, it's about excellence. It's about honesty, truth, and integrity.
Hold it down.
And we want to do all we can to push that forward. So thank you and enjoy the rest of the show.
COVID has hit the entertainment industry hard, as well as the government and the corporate world, who we rely on to fund the program. There's so much more work we have to do, and especially in Barbados, we want to help the artists gain traction internationally, a form of entertainment tourism, and support them in fulfilling their dreams. In Barbados, we also do a jazz festival called HoneyJam.
Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Take off your coat, don't you know you can't win?
Are you feeling good? Can everybody stand up and clap?
Unbelievable, but very good, very well laid out, very well thought of, and the atmosphere is beautiful. Singing, unbelievable.
And we also produce in Barbados an event called Joy, which starts with a children's essay contest to encourage kids to help in their communities and do what they can to make Barbados better. It's followed by a family event where the essay writers are honored. We have a photo booth and face painting, pony rides, and then we have entertainment and a sing-along, and we also give out prizes to the kids. Barbadian culture and the music has so much to offer to the entire world. And that's one of my missions with HoneyJam Barbados, is to give the artists that platform. So the training with vocal and performance training and workshops and different things, but then the platform to be seen internationally, to be ambassadors globally for Barbados. That's one of my dreams, and we'd really like to get the support to be able to continue doing that. So I hope you now have a good idea of the work that HoneyJam does in both Canada and Barbados. But if you have any questions, please reach out to us. You can contact us at honeyjambarbados@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And to just see what we're doing currently, follow us on Instagram, in Canada at the HoneyJam, and in Barbados at HoneyJamBDOS. And thank you again so much for watching and for your continued support.
When we start to talk and shout, yeah, let them run their mouths. You believe in Father God, gal, He will run them out. Strength and wisdom you must have, gal. Try to seek them out. Liberate yourself and live, gal. Time before that you're born and still alive. If you feel me, ladies, roll, it's time to rise. Roll.
Thank you, Ebony, for sharing with us. And We have so much talent out there, people. We really need to support our artists. We need to encourage them and ensure that they can realize their dreams. So if you didn't know before, there's somebody out there called Ebony Rowe, and there is HoneyJam Canada and HoneyJam Barbados. So look out for that and support when you can. But that's all the time we have for today, folks. So let me leave you with another Bajan proverb. Bajan proverb. A pint pot can hold a jill, but a jill can't hold a pint pot. And the meaning is, be realistic about how much of yourself you can give to someone or a situation. Keep a healthy balance. Know your limits. I'll see you online at all of the Bajan Independence events. But until then, follow all the protocols and stay safe.
Thank you.